Aloha, Phoebe. Oh, it's so good to see all of you. Hi. Oh, so many faces that I know and love, and so many faces that I have not seen that I know and love. And I'm so grateful to be here with all of you today. Ah, wow. What a beautiful time to gather in community, and a beautiful time to gather around our love of and for and as the waters. So thank you all so much for being here. We're just going to give our other sisters a few more moments to join us before we begin. I love seeing where each of you are too. It's so beautiful. We have some people outside and some people in cabins just like me. And wow, we have the ocean right there. Oh, beautiful. So amazing how we can gather from all over the world to be together. Wow, in this time where, so many of us, we don't have Indigenous community. We've lost touch with what it means to really be part of a tribe and a community. It's so amazing how we have this global community that we've created with the internet and the interwebs, that we're able to weave and come together from all over the world. It's so beautiful. So just a reminder to you ladies, we are going to be doing the hand baptism ritual. So if you're going to participate in that part, just make sure that you have a bowl that your hands can fit into, a pitcher full of water, some salt if you'd like, and it's optional, but you can also have an essential oil, a hand towel, and then some massage oil. So I just want to preface with that. All right. Just wait for Katerina to rejoin us, and then we can get started. Wow, it's while we're waiting, I just want to say it's so interesting. I've been feeling so good about what's been happening overall. It's been definitely challenging, but I feel a lot of hope and silver lining and potential for this to be, not just a death, but a rebirth for us as a humanity, and recognizing really what is important again, coming home to the nature and community in a deeper way. So but today has definitely been tender, and I just want to speak to that, because just like the ocean waves rise and fall, our emotions rise and fall, and we have different experiences and different days where sometimes we feel like it's all good, and then some days where we don't feel like it's all good, and that's okay, because we are not the emotions, right? We're not just the waves. We are the water. We are the presence that's ever there beyond it all. So remembering that and holding that high vision, especially when there's so much fear in the collective, there's so much unknown, there's so much doubt. So holding that together during our ritual. So to begin, let's do just a brief drop-in meditation together. So closing our eyes, let's put our hands on our wombs and take 3 slow, deep womb breaths, letting out any sound on the exhale that feels good to you. And as we keep breathing, let's move our hands to the top of our crown and imagine a beautiful waterfall of crystalline light flowing all the way down our crown, our shoulders, our hearts, our wombs, our legs, all the way down through our feet into the very core of the earth, grounding us, connecting us to the very center. Feeling the fluidity of our bodies, the blood moving through our veins. Feeling the way that our bones hold us up and our muscles around the bones, wrapped in our skin. Feeling present in our bodies, feeling present in this moment with each other. And opening our hearts and our beings to receive medicine today. Receive whatever medicine it is that we most need in these times. And deepen our connection to ourselves, to each other, and to the waters of life, which give us this entire beautiful experience of being human and being upon this earth. So when you're ready, opening your eyes and coming back to the group. It feels so good. Wow. Just to be like in community and to feel just present. Oh, so good. So happy World Water Day, beauties. Today is when the entire world celebrates the magic that is water, the magic that we are. As we know, our bodies are mostly water. This planet is mostly water. I like to say we are these moving liquid oceans wrapped up in skin. We're all formed from the sacred sexual fluids of our parents. We grow in the amniotic fluid of the womb. And then we're born and we're these moving water crystals. So on this day, just remembering that we are water, and through connecting with her in a deeper way, we come to know ourselves and what it means to be human upon this earth. So I felt really inspired today to share with you all this hand baptism, because baptism is such a powerful part of my life. And a lot of us have been in a culture where we thought of baptism as something that's Christian or religious, but really the art of submersing in water to release and to purify, not just on a physical level, but on an energetic level, is ancient. Actually, all ancient goddess temples around the world, most of them, the people have found that there are these remains of pools that were near the goddess temples. And they wonder, why were there these pools? Well, of course, the goddess temples were created by water, and there was water there for ritual purification, washing, baptisms. One of the most famous oracle sites, the Oracle of Delphi in Greece, it's like there is a spring there, the Castilian spring. And that spring is where everyone would go to before even going into the temple. They'd go to the water first to greet this goddess, Castilia. And it was said if you drink from the waters that you will have poetry flow from your lips. So just remembering that the art of baptism is ancient, and I felt inspired to do a simple hand baptism because, of course, it's something that we can do together, online, virtually, and also with this global initiation that we're going through, this mass, what do you even call it, cleansing. What is coming up is this suggestion that we wash our hands, right? That's kind of the number one advice that we're receiving. Please wash your hands, wash your hands. And for me, that is just so beautiful. They're telling people, like, sure, on the surface, okay, it's washing your hands, but ultimately they're telling people to connect with water. And connecting with water in this way, we're not just purifying our hands on a physical level, but we're purifying on an energetic level. And that's my intention with this ritual today, is that we realize that not only are we washing off any, virus or pathogens or anything on a physical level, but that the deepest purification actually happens first in the energetic. It happens first in the spirit realm. And can I just say how much I love seeing all the beautiful children and babies on this call? Thank you so much, mamas, for bringing your beautiful babies. Like, this is making my day. Thank you so much. Yes, so purifying our hands on the spiritual level. Someone says it's a poor internet connection. Is anyone else having a poor internet connection? Raise your hand. Nope. Okay, perfect. Sorry, Carrie Love, it's just you, but I will send out the replay. So spiritual. Right now in the collective, our hands, we are carrying too much. There are burdens that we are holding on to. There are collective fears that aren't even our own. There are things that our hands are carrying that they don't need to carry, that they're not ours to carry. We don't know what's going to happen. Right now, we are in a global mystery. We are always in a global mystery, but right now, more than ever, we realize how much we are not in control. And that can terrify us, or it can comfort us. And so my hope is that doing this ritual, we come to remember that we can come to the mystery with joy and with faith, that we can come knowing that we are divinely loved, we are divinely protected, we are never abandoned, that we are held completely through this intense time that is bringing up so much trauma and fear as a collective, and that we can be that pillar of faith for our communities and our families, our loved ones. So I hope that this fills your chalice. I hope that this fills your well, and that it washes off any unnecessary burdens that your hands have been carrying, because ultimately it's not up to us to carry, and that we have help, and that we can let the waters help us and support us and serve us through these times. Because I believe that water is not just a physical substance, but that she is the Divine Mother and the elemental representation of the essence of the Divine Mother. She teaches us of love, of unity, purification, peace, cleansing, reconciliation. In indigenous cultures around the world, she is revered for this principle of unity. Almost globally, she is revered as this energy of Divine Mother love. So today we are here to come to the Divine Mother, to know that we are the children of the most beautiful love story in the universe, that we are protected, that we are held, and that we can let go of the burdens that our hands have been carrying, both on a physical, but more specifically on an energetic and spiritual level. So holding this intention, I'm going to share with you all what a ritual is really briefly. So oftentimes ritual, there's different ways that this word is used in our modern context. Some people say, oh, I'm having my morning coffee. It's my morning coffee ritual. That's not the kind of ritual I'm talking about here, ladies. This ritual is a different kind of ritual where we are bridging the unseen and the seen worlds. So often in this society, we're really in our heads, and this is about getting out of our heads and our conditionings and letting spirit come, letting spirit guide us and hold us, and letting and trusting the unseen that we can never know with science or with our minds. So I want to read you this passage from this beautiful book. Oh my gosh. This book is called The Healing Wisdom of Africa by Malidoma Somé. And this is an incredible education. If you want to pick that up, highly recommend it. And basically he shares about the power of water and water rituals and healing in his indigenous tribe back in Africa. And I wanted to read this passage to you because it speaks so poignantly to our collective right now. To the indigenous, challenge or crisis is cosmologically and spiritually symptomatic of a rise in fire. When someone is in crisis, regardless of the nature of the crisis, that person is said to be returning to fire. The distress of the person drifting toward or into fire is a plea for the radically reconciling introduction of water. When there is no water around, we are vulnerable to crisis. People, especially people in crisis, are naturally attracted to water. Many recognize that when they are agitated about something in their lives, they find peace at the waterfront. Just the sight of a large body of water brings a feeling of quiet and peace, a feeling of home and being safe. Oh, so beautiful. Right now, ladies, our world is on fire. Right? We're using gasoline, combustion to fuel our engines and our airplanes. We've gotten completely out of balance with the earth. We are over-consuming, overdoing, over-yang, over-fire. The water medicine is what we need right now. The water medicine, we're in the age of Aquarius. It's the medicine of our times. So water is always here for us, and there are infinite ways and rituals that we can connect with her, both outside our body and inside our body. So my hope is that this ritual, just reminds us of that today and is a gift to us in these intense times. So I'm going to share first how we're going to do this ritual, and then we will begin together. So grabbing your bowl that you can put your hands in. If you brought flowers, you can put your flower petals in the bowl. If you have your salt, making sure you have that, that's optional. Essential oil if you want, that's optional. Massage oil, and then a little hand towel. And then I have a big pitcher of water. So just getting all of your things set up in front of you. So the beauty of rituals is that it doesn't make sense to the rational mind, right? The rational mind is just like, oh, you're just pouring some water on your hands. What good's that gonna do? That part of your brain can go have a little vacation. You can just put that on vacation right now, because the power of rituals is that the mind can't understand them. And the more that we can get into our hearts, the more that they work. Miracles and magic are available to us at any moment. And whatever medicine it is that you're needing, we all live in different places around the world. We all have completely different life experiences. We're different ages, just different circumstances. But whatever medicine we need, our souls and the Divine Mother and the water knows. And so you will receive exactly the medicine that you need, and we'll be praying for that as well. So how the ritual is going to work is, first off, we're going to put our hands around our pitcher of water and do some prayer. So I'm going to lead us in a prayer and just say some invocations over the water. And then I'm going to invite you to say your own prayer and to speak your own words of intentions into the water. When that's complete, then we're going to put our dominant hand over the bowl first. So if you're right-handed, you're going to put that hand over the bowl and pour with your left hand, and then vice versa if you're left-handed. What this does is, we're so often used to using our dominant hand. In ritual, if we start with our non-dominant hand, it can help us to get more out of our minds quicker, right? So what you're going to do is pour half of the water on one hand and pour over every little finger in the middle. Be intuitive, make patterns, just be in flow, just have fun with it. Use half the water, then switch to your other hand. When all the water is gone from the pitcher, put your hands into the bowl, and we're going to do some more praying, and we're going to do some singing together. I'm going to guide us in a song. And then when we're done with that, we're going to take our hands out, we're going to dry them off, and then we're going to do the massage anointing portion of the hand baptism. So we're also going to, this is optional, but if you have your essential oil and your salt, you can add the salt after the water. I will do a little brief prayer for that about the spirit of mineral. And then you can add the essential oil as well if you want to. Those are both optional. Put those over there. Take a sip of water, a tea. Oh, this makes my heart so happy to be with you all. Has anyone else been kind of a little bit lonely? Like not lonely, but just I've been missing people. So this is really nice. Oh, all right. Ah, beautiful. Okay. So bringing your beautiful pitcher of water in front of your heart, and putting your hands around the pitcher, making sure you're nice and comfortable so you can just be fully present. And closing your eyes, and begin by feeling this water that your hands are holding. Begin by feeling the amount of gratitude and love that you have for this water, for what she brings you, the thirst that she quenches for you, the baptisms, the showers, the baths, the ocean, the rain, all her different forms, all the ways that water shows up for you in your life. Just beginning this ritual by giving this water your love, giving this water your gratitude. And imagine this gratitude and this love flowing from your heart like a fountain, flowing down your arms and out your hands. into the water. So remembering that our hands are extensions of our hearts. Our hands are the way that our heart touches the world physically, right? But so often we don't touch with that level of awareness, with that level of care, realizing the sacredness and the preciousness of our hands, how they are these extensions of the beauty of our heart. So in bringing this awareness to right now, we're bringing this awareness to our hands and then to the water, blessing the water with our hands as the water will bless us. Opening this hand water baptism with gratitude, calling to the waters. Divine Mother, waters of life, womb of creation, we come to you, your children, your daughters of the water. We open our hearts, our hands, our beings. We open to receive you, not just to receive you physically, but to receive you spiritually, to receive you, to receive the love that you are, to receive the unity that you are, to receive the reconciliation, the peace. Water, Divine Mother, we call to you, your children, in this time of need. We call to you in this time where our hands are carrying too much, where our hands have been burdened. They are heavy. As our daughters, we call to you and we pray and we ask that you would purify our hands. Please purify them, not just physically, not just on a physical level, but energetically. Please wash our hands clean so that they become the extensions of our innermost essence of our heart, the purest heart devotion, the ocean of devotion that we have, that may flow from our heart out our hands, and that this water, this holy water that we are creating right now, would be exactly the medicine that we need. We come to you open. We come to you open and ready to receive. We come to you knowing that we are worthy through the simple fact that we are here now. The simple fact that we are alive and breathing, that you move through us and as us. This desire to know you, to know ourselves deeper, and to know that we are not alone and that we do not have to carry these burdens alone. And whatever it is that each individual woman here today is carrying, whether they are live doing this ritual or watching the replay, Divine Mother, come to them, come to their waters, bless their waters as you pour over their hands, purify their hands on every layer, level, and dimension of whatever they need to let go of, to release. Thank you. We are so grateful to be here in these times. We are so grateful to be extensions of the great water cosmic love, to be here on this earth for this great shift into heaven on earth. We are here, we are in devotion, and we open to receive the medicine of you, the medicine of the waters deeper than we ever have before, to be united in community, united in love, united in peace. Thank you. Mahalo kea kua, mahalo kea kua, mahalo kea kua. Vav mem bet, amen, amen, amen. And now, individual beauties, stars of the sea, this is your moment to pray your individual prayers into your water. Whatever prayers that you feel inspired to pour forth from your heart, they can be in English, they can be light language, they can be songs. Taking a few moments in our own prayers to speak to the water. I'm going to put myself on mute and do the same. Taking a few more moments to speak, to sing your prayers, your intentions. And when you're ready, just visualizing this water filled with liquid light, with the most beautiful water crystals, healing crystals. Seeing this water containing the perfect crystalline medicine for your hands. Thank you, sacred waters, for the healing miracles that you bring to our lives. We are so grateful and so in love. So now when you're ready, picking up the pitcher with your non-dominant hand and placing your dominant hand over your water bowl. Ever so slowly and with utmost awareness, feeling this holy water pour onto and baptize your beautiful hand, this extension of your heart, moving into the center and all the way out through each finger. Feeling the softness, the sweet, cooling embrace of the water's sensual touch. And pouring until half of the water is gone, just taking your sweet time. Even move to the back of your hand. Feeling this holy water washing away all the burden that this beautiful hand has been carrying. When you're complete, staying in silence and feeling the difference between your two hands. I invite you to move the hand that has been baptized, however it feels good to you intuitively right now. And when you're ready, switching hands, putting your dominant hand around the pitcher, to pour over your other hand, slowly, gently. feeling the difference, feeling the medicine, taking a moment to just be with your hand however feels good for you intuitively. And now if you feel inspired and you have your salt, calling upon the healing of the minerals, calling upon the cleansing of salt, the memory that lives in minerals, the essence that lives in our bones, the core of who we are beyond words and concepts that lives in the minerals of our bones, calling upon this, putting this into the water, sprinkling the salt into the water, and feeling that essence of the ocean, the purification of the ocean, the healing of the ocean, the salt in our blood. And now putting both of your hands into the water and stirring in a clockwise direction. And as you stir this salt water in a clockwise direction, we're going to tone together. We're going to do a chant that is an Essene chant, and it's Vav Mem Bet, and you'll just chant after me. Be really simple. So Vav, Vav, Mem, Mem, Bet, Bet. And now submerging your hands completely into the water. Feeling them completely held in the water, feeling the water completely embracing each finger, each palm, each ounce of skin, nothing left out, everything held in the loving embrace of the water, the Divine Mother. And now feel the medicine of the prayers that we have spoken, the invocations that we have spoken, soaking into your hands. Feel them soaking in through the skin, soaking in through the muscles, soaking into the bones. This is a purification on every layer and level of your hands, all the way through each atom, through each tiny little molecule, all the way through each tiny little aspect and drop of the waters in your hands. And beyond that, beyond the physical, into the energy of your hands, into the unseen of what your hands hold and carry that no longer serve your highest good in this moment of your sovereign, most true essence of your soul. And now we invoke and we call upon the purity of your divine essence. We call upon the healing of the Divine Mother waters to wash and purify in the sacred baptism anything no longer serving our sacred hands. In this moment, our hands are baptized, they are cleansed, they are purified. Our hands are baptized, they are cleansed, they are purified. And now repeat after me. My holy hands, extensions of my sacred heart. My holy hands, extensions of my sacred heart, are now baptized, cleansed, and purified. are now baptized, cleansed, and purified, restored to their original extension of my heart, restored as the original extension of my heart. And so it is, and so it is. Amen, amen, amen. And now taking a few moments to just be in silence, allowing yourself to be moved however is intuitive to you. Feel the water's gentle embrace, her liquid love holding you, cradling you. Feel how this liquid love is always here for you, ready to wash away anything that's no longer serving, as your friend, as you, as the infinite mirror of the miracles we open to see the truth of the reality of the beings that we are blooming into so gracefully, anchoring this crystalline frequency. Letting it all go. Letting it all go. And when you're ready, slowly and softly begin moving your hands through the water. Just feeling water. Feel how different she feels after this purification. Feel how different your hands feel. Are they more sensitive? Do they feel more open? Maybe you don't notice anything yet. That's perfect. Just opening to feeling, opening to presence, opening to awareness. And now, ever so slowly and ever so gently, when you are ready, bringing your hands centimeter by centimeter, ever so slowly out of this sacred water. Feeling them emerging as a child emerges from the womb. Feeling them reborn, purified. And putting your hands into prayer. Feeling the power emanating from them. The energy emanating from them. Wow. And now we pray that our hands forevermore do not carry burdens that are not ours to carry, that do not hang on to things that are not ours to hang on to, that our hands can be pure extensions of our hearts, that they can be extensions of the teachings of the waters of love, of unity, of forgiveness, of reconciliation, of peace, of compassion. Feeling the sacredness of your hands, that your hands are extensions of Source, here to do great things, here to touch the world with grace, here to touch the world and create heaven on earth together. And now feel all of your sisters' hands all around the world. Feel all of our hands united in prayer, united in purpose, united in devotion. Feel this support, that you are not alone, that you are never alone, that you are forever held, that you are forever in community, even when you don't see it, even when you don't feel it. You are always held. You are always loved. This is the truth. And now, when you're ready, reaching for your towel, we're going to wash the waters from our hands and do so with reverence. So open your eyes and see your hands, see them. Wow, it's amazing. I just feel like I have new hands. Just feel like the power, they feel so renewed. They feel so cleansed. They feel so purified. I feel like they have superpowers. Woo! Oh my gosh, the energy that I feel right now pouring out of my hands is profound. So good. So now, picking up this towel, feel how it feels to pick something up. Feel how it feels to use the strength of the muscles. Feel how different it feels to hold something after you did this purification. And now just gently blot, just gently just get the water off of your hands, and sensually feel how good it feels. Just feel the sweetness of this towel. You can run it on each of your fingers and the palms. Oh, just how amazing the sensation of touch is. How pleasurable and sweet that simple act can be. Ah, and when your hands are dry, oh, it feels so good. Reaching for your massage oil. So this is to seal in. Oil is sealing. So this is to seal in the energies that we have done together. So just place a few drops of oil in your palms. And we're going to rub our hands together. Okay, so feel that oil in your hands. Feel the prayers. Oh, feel the magic. Feel the power that your hands hold to create everything that your heart is here on this earth to create. Yes. As we rub, you are building energy. You're building chi. Keep building that chi. Rub them faster. Build that energy. Oh, build that. Feels so good. And now, stop. Feel that energy. That energy that you've built. And now moving into, we're going to massage our left hand first with our right hand. So begin by massaging your palm. And you can do, of course, whatever feels good, but if you want to be guided, like start by massaging the center in a circle, so a spiral. Water always moves in spirals. So let's open the healing spiral of our hands. So we're opening our hands and we're calling on our hands and our heart energy. Just seeing that our hands are open now, that our hands have power, they've been cleansed, and now we're sealing in this essence with this sacred oil. And moving from the center spiral of your palm, we're going to go up to the pinky and rubbing all the way up your pinky finger. Oh, just feeling how precious and good it feels, and all the way off, sealing your pinky. Now we're going to move from the center of our palm all the way up our ring finger. We're sealing our ring finger. And all the way up from our palm, up our middle finger, sealing our middle finger. Now all the way up our index finger, sealing this beautiful index finger. Choo! And then finally our thumb, choo, sealing our beautiful thumb. Now moving on to our other hand, beginning with that beautiful spiral, sealing all of these prayers, this purification, this power, this renewal. Moving up from our palm spiral, up our pinky, all the way up our pinky, sealing that sacred energy. All the way up from our palm, all the way up our ring finger. And all the way up and up through our middle finger. And moving up our index finger. And then last but not least, moving from our spiraling palm all the way up our pinky. Sealing our sacred hands. And now putting them back together, let's clasp them so our fingers are together. And take a moment to feel them. So feel this sealing that we've done. Now saying another prayer, just asking that this beautiful oil, this beautiful massage would seal our hands so that the sacred medicine that we've received today would remain. Even when we move on from this ritual, we go about our day, we start touching doorknobs and people and all kinds of other things, that this sacred essence and connection to our heart center would remain. Knowing that anytime we feel like we need to do this ritual again, we can always come back to this. That the water is always here for us. Divine Mother is always here for us. We're always here for ourselves. We're never abandoned. And just feeling that great love and feeling so much gratitude for your hands and for these beautiful waters. So together, to seal this beautiful ritual and time together, we're going to say our closing seal, and that is Amen. So instead of Amen, it's Amen, and Mem is the Hebrew word for water. So we're going to tone that together 3 times. So, Amen. 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 So it is. And now putting our purified hands around our water bowl. Thank you, sacred waters, for holding us through this ritual. Thank you to the seen and the unseen. Thank you to all of the energies and essences that served and facilitated and supported in this beautiful purification today. We are so grateful. We offer our deepest heart's gratitude and love for this time that we have shared. Mahalo keakua to all of life. May this ceremony that we have shared together today ripple out like a beautiful ripple in a pond and just flow around the earth. We see this beautiful ritual flowing out from our unique places around the earth and wrapping the planet, wrapping humanity in this frequency that we've cultivated together today, that this would be a gift to everyone, whether they consciously participated in it or not. Knowing that what we do for ourselves, we do for all of us. And so just in closing, ladies, the next part of the closing part of the ritual, the final piece, we can't do on this video chat together. So once we complete online, I ask that you go take this beautiful water that we have cultivated together and give it an extra juicy blessing, love it up a little bit more, and then offer it back to the earth however you feel inspired to do so. Use your creativity, but please offer this not just down the sink, but back to Mama Gaia. Whew. Oh yes, wow, my hands feel so good, my heart feels so good. Wow, any funk that I woke up with this morning is officially gone. It's amazing, the power of ritual and community. And you know, rituals are really, we can do rituals on our own. Rituals are powerful to do on our own, of course, but rituals are meant to be done in community. Rituals are powerful when we come together with the power of all of our energy together. That is how ritual is meant to be done, just like everything. You know, we're meant to live in community. We're meant to share in community. So thank you all, each and every one of you beautiful beings, whether you are here live or watching this replay, for being here with me today. Each of you participated, your energy and your essence, and I am so grateful for you being here. And I'd like to open up, if anyone feels inspired that they have received a message or some wisdom or anything that their heart feels to share with the group. We have a few minutes for shares. So if you would like to share, please put your video on and just raise your hand. And if no one wants to share, that's totally fine too. But I always love to open it up because we learn so much from each other as well. Yes, Katarina, I will go ahead and unmute you. Just one moment. Hi, Beauty.
Hey, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It feels like, yeah, we had a support from many dimensions, and I felt like we all kept together, and I could feel the transformation of the waters really working together with the element of fire and water and breaking patterns, and then all the light of renewal. And yeah, I feel like we hold, like holding in us the collective. And as we did for all, and we wash the hands, and it was, yeah, amazing. And yeah, right now in Germany, where I am, at this time, we all are connected, and the bells will also ring for a certain time. So yeah, to connect together and break the patterns, and yeah. As you said, it is important not to feel like something happens, but it happens that we see as an opportunity to remove, to work on it, and yeah, to blossom further, like a process.
Thank you so much for sharing.
And
I really appreciate that. Oh, you have your bell! Yay! Yes, I love it. Thank you so much for your beautiful poetic sharing, as always, Katarina, and your heart, and sharing your beautiful essence. And I love what you shared. I also felt the support in a lot of different layers and dimensions. So that was really beautiful. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, any other shares? Yes, Anita, I just went ahead and unmuted you.
Hi, hello, thank you so much. Thank you all the girls, and thank you. What I want to say is a bit more personal. I don't know if it's a message received, but I just realized that my name is Panayota. It means Jesus' mother. And when I was 12, I made it short. I'm named after my grandmother, actually, who is, she's like a divine mother. And my name in short is Pani, which in Sanskrit in India, when I was in India, it meant water, and it also meant hands.
Wow.
And it's like I was shivering before. And I'm also Pisces. In my zodiac sign, I'm also Pisces.
Wow.
And yes, I don't know, I feel that this means something, I just don't know yet what. I always wanted to work with women, and I've learned yoga, but for me it's very static. And now I don't know, I feel like I'm moving to something more flowy, and that's what I would like to teach, and I'll see how I will integrate that. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. Wow. I didn't know that. That's so beautiful to know that the same word for water is the same word for hand. Wow. Wow. I had no idea. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Any other shares? Yes, Teresa. Hi, beauty. It's so good to see you.
So good to see you too. Thank you. Beautiful celebration. And this is like the awakening that we're going through to the divine feminine and the water and everything that we've just done. It just feels so good and connected. And I want to say thank you all the mamas with the babies.
Yes.
I've been having an emotional. I am in Texas. My son is in California. I went to visit his dad for spring break. He's not coming back. So, you know, as a mom, that kind of hurts. And seeing the babies is really good. And, not having a mom either. And I actually had a download about that. She died 25 years ago. I was really young. I was 19. But she died of an asthma attack. She couldn't breathe. Air. And that's what's happening with this virus. People can't. So it's been, the realization is just kind of like hit me this morning. And I'm like, wow. But, thank you for the babies and the mamas. All of us, we're the mothers birthing a new world. So that is very inspirational. And, out of the chaos, we're having an opportunity to do something bigger and better. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Teresa, for sharing that wisdom and your heart and what's present. Whew. Yeah, so much love to you and that tender time of missing your mama and your baby. All right. Any other shares? Any other insights? Yes, Tiffany. Hi.
Hello. Hi. Thank you so much. I wanted to share that I loved the feeling of the water after the baptism. I was curious how you all felt. Mine felt so thick and heavy, like everything I put into it got absorbed, and it was like amazing, the difference of the feeling, and that was special to me. I just wanted to share that.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I felt that too, for sure. Like palpably different. It's really, really profound.
Certainly.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ellie, would you like to share?
Yeah, can you hear me? I'm not sure if I have it on the right way.
I can hear you.
I'm so excited to be here. I didn't know what I felt, but I had a lot of different feelings. And then when I heard the rest of you speak, I was like brought back to this connection with water that I feel is part of embodiment for me. And I don't really know how to express it, but it's just the way I was feeling the water, seeing it in front of me. It just felt like so like magic, and I just can't put in words, but it felt so special. And I think we have another 2 Greek girls here, if I could tell well. It sounded like there were 2 more Greek names. Μιλάς ελληνικά.
Oh.
It's so great. Because this time is like we're all like kind of in a different place, and it's so nice to be connected. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate you sharing. And yeah, I love what you said about the magic. It's hard to put these things in words, and that is why sometimes ritual, it can be challenging, because it's like, oh, you literally, like, the most profound experiences of my life, like, you can't even articulate them, right? Like, there's no English that can even come close to like wrapping that up. So we felt it with you. We're so with you. And yeah, magic comes close to it. All right. Any other shares, insights, wisdom? You can just raise your hand if you'd like to share. Yes, Chris. Hi. Thank you so much for bringing your beautiful baby and your beautiful self.
Thank you. This is Elysium. And so it was interesting doing the ritual with him, because, I had to involve taking care of him and doing the ritual, and just realizing how that's like life, right? But I love what you said about how we are water beings, because that came to me a couple years ago, and it's just, I carry the water with me. And if I purify, like when we did the hand purification, when I had my hands in the water, it was like the water wasn't even there.
Wow.
It was like air. It was like almost, I don't know, because isn't there water in all the air all around us? Like, aren't we really living in water in a way? And
in a certain way, yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of what it felt. It was just like it permeated me at a level of, like, you can't get away from the sacredness and the ritual of life. And yeah, I don't even know how to put it into words, but it was difficult. It was challenging, and it's in the same way. And at the same time, it was like a relief. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Like, water flows with what is, right, and what's there. And so that's what happened for me. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing. Beautiful. Yeah, I love that. It's so true. It's like we're constantly, especially being a mama, just being alive, there's always things asking for our attention and just so much to do, right? But recognizing that everything is the ritual and there is no separation, and we can approach life like that. So thank you. Beautiful. All right. Any other shares, insights? You can raise your hand if so. Carrie.
Hi, thank you so much for all of this.
You're welcome.
It's so beautiful. So it's interesting, I was on a call earlier where I felt the fire inside me. And then I was thinking, our last ritual here, we incorporated fire. And so, like, as I felt my hands kind of submerging in with the prayer, like, I could just feel that fire, like, just move through tears, blessing my water. So it was very powerful to really experience that from within. And it's really fascinating how the last call I was just on in ceremony was about fire. So like, this medicine is just so beautiful, and I'm really grateful for it. And being asked to bring, as I was in here, I was envisioning and being called to bring this to my community. And I guess I'm asking also for your permission, like, may I share this water medicine with my people?
Yes. Please share the water medicine.
Yes.
We all need to share the water medicine. I hope everyone shares the water medicine that their heart's inspired to share.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for sharing. I love what you said about how the anger turned to tears. That's really, it's so true. A lot of times, anger is sadness in a certain way. That's a whole other tangent, but yes, just honoring and appreciating your tears. So beautiful to hear from all of you, and it's so beautiful, just how each of us has our own experience. I always love that. Yes, Katarina.
I think it became stopless, like more powers are joining and coming in, and they will work all the coming days. I feel so much power around.
I love it. I'm so happy you said that because I forgot to say that part. Like, ladies, this has a ripple effect on your life. Like, don't just think it's over because we stopped the ritual. Like, you still have your water to offer back to the earth. Like, the healing effects, like, it will integrate. Part of initiatory experiences and rituals is the integration. It's like the other half. So be aware of your hands, recognize that there'll be that ripple effect. Thank you so much for reminding me of that, Katerina. All right, any other shares? Oh, hi, Anaya. I'm so happy you're here. Yeah, I will send the replay out for sure. All right, any others want to share about their experience? You can just raise your hand. All right, it looks like everyone has shared who wants to share. Beautiful. So grateful. Thank you all again so much for being here. Yeah, wow, what a gift. What a gift. So blessings as you go from this ritual. Please just be aware, be aware of your hands, bring awareness to them. Remember that if any time you're feeling burdened or anxious, you can always do this ritual in a simpler way. Anytime that you wash your hands just throughout the day, honor the spirit of water. You don't have to do this whole huge elaborate ritual, but just bring that presence of love and gratitude and awareness to every time that you interact with water, and specifically when you're washing your hands over the coming days. So I hope that elevated your hand washing experience, ladies, and sending you all so much love and gratitude. And I also want to mention that if you love that and you want to do more ritual and learn more about the water arts, the registration for the Water Priestess Mystery School is open. It only opens twice a year. It's open for another week. So if you want to join us, it's a 6-month journey, deep dive, and I'd love to have you. Details are on the website. If you have any questions, you can always ask me. It looks like Lily is off mute. Did you want to share something, love? Nope. Okay, just wanted to make sure. All right, so much love to you and blessings on this beautiful day. May your hearts be infinitely powerful and know that you are here and you can create all of your dreams and all that you desire. These beautiful, beautiful extensions of your heart. So much love to you and aloha, and I'll see you all next month, hopefully. Mwah.